What's going on, you guys? It's KP here, bringing you another boxing prediction for Crossfire Combat. Today, I want to go over another brief prediction, for the upcoming bout between Adrien Broner and Paulie Malignaggi. When this fight was first announced, I kind of had to pause for a second and picture what it would look like. And you know, you think of Paulie Malignaggi and you think of a guy who's always on the move and always flickering a jab, but doesn't really have a right hand, has basically no punching power. But he is a skilled guy. Working with the limited tools that he has, he does have pretty good speed, pretty good foot speed and hand speed, has a pretty good jab, decent left hook, and basically no right hand. And then you've got on the other side of the ring, you've got Adrien Broner, who has kind of modeled himself after Floyd Mayweather, the late Floyd Mayweather, the one that we have right now. But a lot, and again, a lot of people say he's a copycat. He's not exactly a copycat. He's much more of an offensive fighter than Floyd is. He's probably not as good defensively, but he's a little bit better offensively at this stage. Now, when Mayweather was at 130, 135, and was more of a mover and just had a little bit better legs under him, he was a better offensive fighter than Broner is right now. But regardless of that, Broner is a very good fighter. He's a very strong puncher, has very quick hands. Feet, I guess they could be quicker, and he hasn't shown that he has phenomenal movement. The only fight I ever saw him really move in lately was the Ponce de Leon fight, and a lot of people think he lost that fight. It was very close. I forget how I scored it. I'm pretty sure I scored it for Broner. I'd have to go back and watch it again. It was a razor close fight, and Broner just about lost his O. But anyways, regardless, everyone's talking about he's jumping up 2 weight classes. So what? The guy he's fighting is not like he's a big punching welterweight. Broner's probably fought harder hitting guys at 130 and 135 than Malignaggi will hit him. So the power should not hurt Broner. The size definitely should have hurt him. Broner's a pretty big guy. I imagine he'll probably look bigger than Paulie Malignaggi on fight night. The only reason that people are calling this a legitimate fight is the people saying that Broner can't deal with movement and can't deal with someone putting a jab in his face and moving all night. I almost want to agree with that statement, because we haven't really seen a guy that moves against Broner the whole time. We haven't seen it. But do I think Paulie Malignaggi at this stage in his career can move and outbox Broner for 12 complete rounds? I'm not 100% sure he can. He's looked more stationary as of late, and I will go ahead and tell you guys this. If Paulie Malignaggi stands right in front of Adrien Broner, he's going to get annihilated. He'll get knocked out. It's just going to happen. That's what Broner does. If you stand right in front of him, he will pick you apart. He's just like, again, he's like Mayweather in that aspect. If you stand toe-to-toe, Mayweather won't get hit, and he's going to hit you. And that's the way Broner is. And Broner loves to fight. He loves to fight in the pocket. He's not really a pure boxer. I consider him more of a boxer-puncher, kind of counter-puncher type. He's not a mover unless he just drastically changes his style for this fight, which I doubt. He's going to be the aggressor. Malignaggi should be the one on the back foot. And again, I'm not willing to bet on something I don't know. I don't know. Broner may be able to deal with movement very well. You never know. He's very quick. I'm not saying that Malignaggi's going to be a blur moving around him with a jab. I don't see that. I see maybe the early rounds being semi-competitive. Maybe Paulie steals a few of the early rounds. But as the rounds wear on and Malignaggi gets a little bit more tired and has to stand and fight a little more, Broner's really going to come alive with his counter-punching. He's really going to come. I think he has the faster hands in the fight. Some people are debating that. They're saying Paulie has faster hands. I don't believe that. And I think that the youth is going to show. I think the power is going to show. I think Broner is going to hit Paulie with some stuff that really hurts him. you've seen, I mean, Paulie versus Amir Khan. It could kind of wind up kind of like that, but I think it really is going to be Paulie. I think it's going to be fought mostly in the center of the ring. I don't think you're going to see Broner putting Paulie up on the ropes. I think it's going to be more of a stand and pick him apart in the center of the ring. I think Broner's going to hit him with some big shots. If I was a gambling man, I would only take Broner to win. I wouldn't try to pick by decision or knockout. I would just take Broner to win. But me making a prediction video, I want to say a late stoppage, not an early stoppage. I don't think this fight's over early. If it is, you know, okay. But I would say maybe between rounds 8 and 11. I don't think it makes it to the 12th round. I think about 8 to 11, I think Broner's really going to start putting the hurt on him. And you're going to see a stoppage. You're going to see the ref stop it or the corner stop it. I don't know if he knocks Paulie out cold. Paulie, that's one thing about him. He is one tough son of a gun. He's got a good chin on him. He's got a lot of heart. So I don't know if he's going to stop him. I think it's going to have to be the corner or the ref that does it. But you know, I'm looking forward to this fight. This is an intriguing matchup. You know, if Paulie can move and frustrate him a little bit, we'll get to see how Broner adapts to something like that. So let me know what you guys think. Hit us up in the comment section. Messages on our email at Gmail, crossfirecombat@gmail.com. Messages in our inbox. We reply to just about everything. I reply to everything I can on my videos. My buddy Ryan puts out MMA videos on here as well, UFC videos. So you get your fill of pretty much every fight sport there is. All the major fights get covered on this channel, UFC and boxing. So subscribe if you like our videos. Let's get a discussion going in the comments section. And there'll be more videos on the way from me soon, guys. Peace.